Good morning. Welcome to day 16 of the Health and Happiness Reboot. It's really challenging to do a program, commit to movement for 28 days in a row. And here you are over halfway working on your health and vitality. So give yourself a pat on the back. Congratulations. I'm so happy that you're accomplishing your goals. Today we're going to energize your circulation. And unlike in the West where we think of circulation as just you have to move vigorously and hard, it isn't just with the body that we move our circulation in Chinese medicine. It is with our minds as well. We will start with a bit of a more vigorous warm-up just to get everything moving, and then we're going to do 2 meditations that will internally open up the channels so our qi and blood can flow smoothly through our bodies. Let's begin with our warm-up. Go ahead and have your feet hip to shoulder width apart. Inhale your hands out to your side. Bring them up and over, and exhale them down through center. We're going to begin with head rolls. You can place your hands on your hips or have them down by your sides. Remember when you move your head, that when you go to the sides and back, you're very controlled. Never let your head just drop back. Keep the movement controlled. So drop your chin to your chest. And start rolling your head to the right, move it to the back, over to the left and forward again. We'll do that 3 more times. Breathing softly as you move. If you hear some crackling, that lets you know your neck needs a little more attention. And now roll the other direction. Moving your head over your left shoulder and around. 2 more times. Really stretch each direction all through the circle. And bring your chin back to your chest and lift your head. Place your hands on your shoulder tips, fingertips in front. And we're going to begin rolling the shoulders back and pressing them forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades as you come back and open the shoulder blades as you press forward. Opening and releasing tension. Make sure your spine is still elongating, your feet are grounded. Let's do 1 more this direction. And now we're going to come forward and then open the chest. So really open the back and the chest using your shoulder blades to initiate the movement. We'll do 2 more. Beautiful. Place your hands on your lower back. Your palms are touching your back and your fingertips are pointed down. Step your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. And we're going to do 4 hip rotations one direction and then 4 the other. We're going to do a pretty vigorous spinal turning motion. So we want to warm up our hips first. Let's go the other direction. And last time. Beautiful. Step your feet hip to shoulder width apart and bring your hands up again, the fingertips in front, thumbs in back. You're going to be inhaling left, exhaling right. And you're going to let your chin follow your shoulder. And it's going to be pretty vigorous. So we're going to inhale, exhale. And just really make sure your knees are slightly bent. Make sure your chin follows with your shoulder. And let's do a few more. Last one. hands down by your sides. Bring your feet together and knees together and place your hands just above your knees on your thighs. And we're going to do knee circles. We'll do 4 one direction, so 1 more. And now let's do 4 the other direction. Coming back up to center, make your fingers stiff and spread the fingers wide apart, and we're going to tap the fingers together. Really feel the pressure, bringing energy all the way to our fingertips. Getting the circulation, the physical circulation, moving in our body, and we'll continue to get that moving further with our meditations. And now we're going to tap the base of the palms just above the wrists. Fingers can be together, nice and straight, tapping your wrists or above your wrists. Do a few more. And release. Let's do a natural respiration. Inhale your hands out and up. Exhale, bring them down through center. You can do the meditation sitting or standing. If you have not been doing a lot of Qigong and meditation, I recommend sitting. And if you also aren't used to standing for a long period of time, it would also be great. You'll get more out of the meditation. If you have a pretty strong practice, go ahead and feel free to stand. In either situation, make sure if you're seated or standing, your feet are grounded on the earth. Feel that energy rock a little bit, rock the feet back and forward. And then if you're standing, place a little bit more of that weight towards your heel. Elongate your spine, sink your tailbone down, and really stretch your head up towards the heavens. If you're seated, you can cup your hands in your lap or place them on your thighs. For standing, for the first meditation, it is our small heavenly circulation or microcosmic orbit. Place your hands on your lower dantian. Close your eyes. Inhale and exhale. Picture a ball of light really warming and building as you inhale and exhale, focusing on the area behind and below your navel, your lower dantian. Breathe softly. And with your next exhale, you're going to see this ball of light move down and to the back, going over the perineum and then up the back of the spine, all the way to the top of the head as you exhale. And as you inhale, you see the ball move over the top of your head, down your face, down your nose, your chin, and down the front of your body back to the lower dantian. And this is your small heavenly circulation. You're going to inhale the ball of energy light up your back. And inhale it down your front. So exhale up the back, moving the light energy up. And inhale down the front of your body. And just take nice, slow, deep breaths for a little bit longer, moving this light energy, increasing your microcosmic circulation, this small universe within you. Exhale up the back, inhale down the front. And finish one more circuit. Release your hands to your sides if you're standing, and place them flat on your thighs if you're not, if you're seated. Check your alignment again. Make sure your feet are still grounded, that your spine is lengthening and your tailbone is rooted down, your head reaching to the heavens. You can keep your eyes closed and tune in again to that wonderful energy you've been moving from your lower dantian. We are now going to move to the large heavenly circulation, warming and moving this energy through our entire body. For this, you will just breathe softly, a relaxed breath. Picture that ball of energy moving down from your lower dantian to your perineum. And from there, it moves to the back of your legs, right below your glutes. And you're going to see this light energy that is split into two, right? We now have two balls of light. Each one is going to move down the back of your thighs to the back of your knees. This is the Wei Chung point, bladder 40, a really wonderful point to nourish with this warmth. Qi and blood can often get stuck there, and this opens and energizes the circulation. Continue to move the light down the back of your legs, down the back of your calves, over the backs of your ankles, under your heels to the bottom of your feet, to the kidney 1 or bubbling spring, Yun Chuang. And just feel this light energy. It's just a little bit forward to the front of your foot from center. And just feel this light energy all along, warming this bubbling spring, bringing your circulation down. Continue to breathe softly as you move the light energy to your big toes, the bottom and top of your big toes. Very important spleen and liver points, nourishing and increasing your circulation to your extremities. And now you can see this light energy on all of your toes, and it moves up the top of your feet, up the fronts of your shins, and around the knees, above and below and over the knees. We pause again and fill this entire area with light energy, warming important spleen and stomach meridian points. Digestion is essential for your circulation, and as you warm these points, you strengthen your digestion and boost your immunity. Move the balls of light up your thighs, the front of your thighs, and then over the outside of each hip, bringing both just above your lower back to an area called the Mingmen point. So in the small of your back, just feel this heated energy, really warming into one ball of light once again. Move this heat and warm light energy up your spine to the area between your shoulder blades, where it divides into two. And each ball moves outside, going under the armpits, important heart meridian points, and moving down the front of your arms, over the inside of your elbows, down the inside of your forearm, into the very center of your palms. Feel the light energy buzzing and tingling, warming, bringing your circulation to the extremities of your hands. And now move that energy down to your fingertips. And let it, both balls of light, move up the outside of your fingertips, the outsides of your hands, up the outside of your forearm, across your elbows, up the outside of your arms, and up the tops of your shoulders to where the neck and spine meet, that little knob at the back. And let the warmth circulate and energize. Really warming and allowing energy to flow to your head so your memory improves, your mental clarity improves. And we'll continue to bring that energy up as we move the light to the top of your head, just behind center, not at the very center of the top, but just behind. And feel this warming energy at your Baihui point, calming your mood and bringing your circulation to the very top of your body. This energy now moves down across the top of your forehead towards your face, down your forehead, your nose, your lips, your chin, your neck, down the center of your torso, all the way back to your lower dantian, behind and below the navel. Whether seated or standing, bring your hands to the lower dantian. Hold the energy you've created. Feel the circulation that you've generated throughout your body. Flutter your eyes open, and if you're seated, you might want to stand, or you can just do the arm portion. We're going to do 2 natural respiration breaths. Inhale your hands out to the side, bring them up and over, and exhale them down through center. One more time. Inhale out. Oops. Exhale up, down, and through. Step your feet together and bring your left hand up straight in front of you, the fingers together, your right hand in a loose fist. Thank yourself for all of the care you have provided today. Take this energy and calm with you and know that it is always here for you to draw upon whenever you need. Release your hands. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.